And your chances of stumbling upon something that you could be really good at will depend on your exposure. So expose yourself. And when you start to expose yourself to the right things that are actually good for you, one of the ways that you will know that you are doing something right is that you will have a lot of people laughing at you. Especially people who don't understand that part. Especially people who have taken the way of convenience. They want to take, people who've chosen just what life has offered them. Which brings us back to the original conversation. This is a very short discourse of free will and determinism, things like that. But if we look at conversations like that, you will find out that most of what you are, the path that you are going, is determined for you by the circumstances of your birth and of your family's exposure and all that. There is a lot more to your life than what they told you. There is a lot more to what you can become than what you have experienced in your life. I entered the classroom for the first time in my entire life at the age of 29. And this is something that I'm not just saying as a sound bite. I'm saying it because I know it for a fact. And that was when I decided to, let me further my studies. And I went to do a master's in blockchain tech. And as soon as I entered that classroom for the very first day, for my very first lecture, and I saw it was a boiling pot of nationalities. Everybody was there with their different experiences, sharing their... As soon as I walked into that place, I knew that the biggest thing I would take from this degree is not the paper they will give me. It's the experiences that I have and the network that I gain from this my journey like this now. When they bombed me, I didn't know about the existence of such a space. These are things that you will stumble upon them. So I fully agree with, there were takes here about the whole purpose thing and about discovery. To say you're going to discover something about your life is just like saying that you are going to find time to do something that is critical to you as a person. Nobody's finding any time. You make time for what is important. Everybody here, you are the architect of your own destinies, and the grace of God is available to guide you when you put that foot down. That's the first thing. You have the illusion of options, but it's really an illusion because to start with, you don't even know what options are available to you until you begin to consistently expose yourself to people, to conversations, to conferences, to things like this. And this is why I always value networking horizontally, I would call it, as opposed to finding people who've already made it to network with. Because when I come to a conference like this and I collect number from one person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, that will happily give me their number, not direct me to their secretary or their assistant, right? I save those contacts, and one of the most brilliant features to exist in the tech world today is the WhatsApp status. If I save your number, and you save my own, we don't need to be in touch consistently. But you will post things that happen in your day. And that is exposure. Are you understanding what I'm talking about? Don't clap. Why are you clapping now? Number 2, the illusion. What did I call that second one again? No, that's the first one. Are you people with me at all? Balance, right? I couldn't agree more. It's an illusion. You will chase it, you will lose out on both parts. I believe in balance, but the balance that I believe in is in a balance of seasons. If I am giving my attention to this, I want to be fully present there. And if I am giving my attention to this, I want to be fully present there. There is nobody that has ever made it, in quote, or become extremely successful doing something that they did not accuse of being one-sided at some point in their journey. Or being too focused. That's the price you pay for success. It's a rigorous way. It's a hard way. And as young men, you must come to embrace that understanding and embrace it early. The cost is high, and that's why making it is special. Not everybody here will make it. It's not negative prophecy. It's just a fact. And I'm looking forward to you not making it because it will make me special. It is what it is. Right? So I'm saying this for the few people who will understand the cost Because being a man, I was in a conference like this in Owerri a couple of weeks ago, and I told them, if there's any one thing that a man will understand, it is the concept of sacrifice. You will make it, and you will make it daily. And so, instead of pursuing a very balanced life, which for some is possible as they enjoy the upper echelons of mediocrity, it's possible. But if you pursued after knowledge, if you pursued after exposure, and if you double down on things that you have the capacity to actually excel in, as you discover more about life and as you discover more about yourself, if you gave yourself to processes and systems like that, you will inevitably come to a lot of knowledge, and sometimes it will equate to a lot of success. I will say this. There's another thing that we say in society today, and I just want to mention this on the closing note, where we talk about diversifying our attention in this pursuit for multiple streams of income. I wish you all the best. I really do. But I know that the ultra successful people in our generation, in our world today, it's an overwhelming population of them got to such levels of success through being very good at one thing. So what's the one thing that you are better at than every other person close to you right now? I have a superpower, and I'm not ignorant of my powers. I have powers, right? And you can have a lot of potential. The more potentials you have, the greater your chances of failure. It is what it is. Waiting the smell, why people they do for here? Because you tend to stretch yourself out. And the person who has one thing that they are good at, and know I don't have option, it's either I succeed here or I perish, best believe that they are going to do better than you. So I would say this, I'm not discouraging, that middle class life of having different things at your hand. I'm not discouraging that. But I'm saying that you have got to be really good at something. And when you expose yourself to a variety of things, of conversations, of people, you will begin to find what it is that could be your place in this very, very crazy world that requires a lot of focus and a lot of strength to get to the place that you are ultimately looking to get to. As I will always say, please, I beg you, don't mention, we don't do that here. Who will I give microphone to?
Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you can, one more time, a standing ovation and a round of applause for that very wonderful, insightful, gem-filled address by Eric Gugua.